And we are live. Hello everyone, this is the Void Executive and welcome to the stream. How is everyone doing? Hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. For me, feeling better and better every day. Still have a bit of a stuffed nose, but it's getting more and more it's fading away more and more, let's say. So, today I think it's another big day, because we may be able to finish yet another mask, the one we've been doing in these past few streams, which is the Uncle of the Harvest. We'll do the same with every other masks we've done so far. I don't know if we'll take the entire stream to finish it. I personally don't think so, but you never know. In case we manage to finish before the timer for the stream, we may start making the sketch for the next one. I also made a couple of minor changes in the technical side of things for the stream, so I don't know if you guys have noticed in the past streams, sometimes when I make the transition would lag, would have a bit of lag, so it's not as smooth, making it not coincide with the switch to one scene from another. I changed the type of file, the file format for the transition, so now it should be not as heavy with the file size, so it shouldn't have these performance issues. I also made a few changes, but you won't notice much. It's mostly about the way the music is handled. Earlier I had to manually select a different track each time, and now instead I've made a playlist for each category, so every time I play it, it will be something totally different, because it will be picked from a playlist on shuffle mode. What else can I say? I think that starting from Monday, unless something happens, I should be up and running again in terms of health. So I will go back to, hopefully the quality of the streams will improve, but most importantly I will start working again on short form content and working back on the channel trailer. For the short form content, my goal is to make at least one YouTube shorts per week, something like that. I already have an idea on what the next one will be. You guys know once it's public. I just noticed that the volume was way too loud for one thing. Okay, let me fix it. Yeah, now it should be all good and dandy. Sorry about that, I didn't notice it. Yeah, okay. Sorry again. I will rephrase it, since you probably didn't hear anything. These small technical issues that are... It won't be a stream from this channel without some technical issues at any time I need to add something new. So, to make this thing quick, I feel better today, health-wise, so it should improve over time. I think that by Monday I should be a-okay. I made some changes in the channel, so the transition should be way smoother and the playlists should be have more variety. And today we'll finish the mask we were currently working on, because there really isn't much to change, only finish a few things, adjust the lighting in some cases, and then do the same process we've done with all of the other ones, which is grab the mask, place it in front of the face of the god, and then add all of the other special effects. So let's not waste any more time and show you the progress that we've made so far. Okay, so I'd say that it's been a big improvement compared from the sketch. I think this is one of the masks that has gone the most amount of changes design wise. They are different, but I think this one has been a big improvement. So what we'll focus right now is finish up these two circling leaves thingies, make them more high quality, similar to the rest. Then we'll need to maybe improve some minor imperfections. 1 second. Apologies. So we'll need to correct things like here, like some stuff. Improve the lighting, clean up different details, and then we'll place it in front of the face, add the special effects, and if we manage to finish everything and there's still some time left, we'll start already with the next mask, which I think will be the Patriarch of the Sun, which I think would be very hard to make. Certainly it will be easier than this one. This one has been quite a challenge, I would say. So let's not waste any more time, and let me simply switch it. Okay, and then there we go. One thing that I am planning to make in terms of the music is, once we are about to finish the final image, I will make a playlist with the soundtrack for the game. It may be different from what's actually in game, because there were some tracks that were removed that were present when it came when the game first released, but luckily I saved those extra tracks, which I think were they were the best for the mood for the game. The ones that are currently present are okay, but I don't think they give the theme of the cosmic horror enough. It doesn't do the game justice, in my opinion. So, okay, first thing first, I want to first do a really quick cleanup for the file in this case. So essentially remove any layer that we are not currently using, since we will not need to, because many of these layers are not useful to us anymore. Especially the older ones. So we'll do something like all of these ones we'll get rid of. If I will be heavy still, but it's better to make it as lightweight as possible, even if it's a sizable amount. Oops. So we are okay. First, let me fix the main body over here so we won't have to think about it anymore. First, I want to add one little thingy over here. Okay, it's in the wrong section. Maybe. Make it a different layer just in case. Maybe redundant, but actually, I don't think we need this one. Was something cute over here, but I don't think in this position it's a benefit. Okay. Let's work on this one right here. We won't need to do anything crazy, I think. Just need to put the shadows where we need to place them. And just be patient about it. And then we'll also use some we'll roughen the edges a little bit in certain areas, because right now they are too weirdly smooth. So it'll be more like something like here. Then of course we'll need to also change some areas of the sketch above it. Which is here. Maybe we can switch it up with some more textured brushes. More or less. Now I want to try something. So for the main body, I think we more or less have established the lights, or at least the elements already. So what we are going to do is briefly because if we compare the two, you can see how this one doesn't have a brighter spot, like for example here or here. So we need to tweak this up a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but just enough to add that little see the before and after. Maybe with some color balance. Okay, let's see how it looks like now. Oops. Okay, looks fine, but I think we need to tone it down a little bit. Yeah, something like this. And then maybe add one multiply. Okay, let's try before and after. Yeah, now it's much more colorful. Maybe it's a bit too colorful, so let me tone it down a little. Yeah, I think this one works really well. And now we go back to this one. Let's move this one slightly here. And we need to make this one work with the rest. Huh? A moment. Let's try and change this area as well. Make it dark where needed. Will be much darker. Then we also need to apply in some way, like make it like here where these things floating around are distinguished well from the rest of the body. Here it's still a little bit messy, especially if we go like this. So what we may need to do is, if we go back here, then maybe let's see if maybe adding more light on one side and more darkness in the other. I don't want to overdo it too much. Let me do a quick test. So if we do something like this, and we have the main body here. This is how it was before, and now this is how it is right now. Yeah, I think we need to maybe make this area a bit brighter. Yeah, I think that can work. The rest can be fixed pretty easily. Maybe just a little bit of light on this side overall, especially up here, because here there is a little bit of light, but not here. Definitely here, so we can match the little bit of light coming this side. Something like, for example, even here, like the main light is over here, but there is also a little bit here. The majority of this area, like from the shoulders down, will be covered anyway. Same thing over here. Yeah, I must say that. Yeah, the size of the masks maybe, oops, maybe a little bit slightly smaller, but nothing too crazy. And will be placed over here. Yeah, I think this can work. Yeah, maybe I'll just need to darken maybe here, add more light over here. This one, leave it as is. Maybe differentiate a bit more this area, maybe making this circle darker. Let's see. Hello, welcome to the stream. So I am participating in a group project in which we are making a mod for a game called Shadows of Forbidden Gods. Let me show you the one second. So in this game, it's a strategy game. I'll show you how it looks like when you play. This is the UI that you see when you play the game. It's a turn-based game with a randomly generated fantasy world, and your objective is that you select one of the available eldritch gods, and your objective is to bring the end of the world. So in this case, you are the villain of the story, let's say. Each god has different mechanics and different play styles, and the game revolves around the use of agents that will infiltrate the villages, corrupt kingdoms and heroes in order to facilitate the coming of the god you have selected. There are many gods already available. These are some examples. Each god has a brief description of how it works, and then some flavored text for the lore, each with their own mechanics. There are like 7 or 8 already available in the base game, but the cool thing about this game is that it has modding support using the Steam Workshop. And so in the game's Discord, me and others decided to create this new god that will be available on the workshop once it's ready. I'll make an example for the different themes that the gods have. For example, this one is a god centered around madness, in which you use this book to spread madness around. So each god has its little quirks, and the one we are making right now is basically a mask that changes seasons, and each season, once selected and activated, it grants you different powers and different abilities. And basically each person is working on their own season, and so their own mask, and I am the one in charge of making the art for this mod. So I took we have a shared Google document. Let me show you the reference panel that I used for the creation of the different designs. Okay, so what you are seeing here is the reference that I made. These are the description taken from the Google document that each person has put in. For example, steward of the, here it says pending, but at the end it was steward of the Hoarfrost. This is the name of the creators. And here it's written like it's a brief description of the lore, but most importantly the mechanics. In this case, this is the equivalent of a winter seasons. Or here, the Patriarch of the Sun, with a brief description, formerly benevolent sun gone mad. Uncle of the Harvest, which is the one we are making right now, is the mostly benevolent god, or variation. So the way this god will work is that you will be able to select a season and activate it and have access to different abilities. So what I made is I took the description and mechanics that the other people wrote, and from there I made the mood board and then drew the design. So going back to the main file, I made first the main body. This is the equivalent of the blank state. This is the god without wearing any mask. Then I made wait, let me find the image that shows every design that I've made at once. 1 second. Okay, so these are the designs of the 7 masks that are going to be added, depending on their name, their description, and their abilities. And now that I have the designs well established, I am making each different mask. I'm making how they would look like when placed in front of the head of this god. So, for example, this one will be placed like this. What exactly is the mythology or story of these deities? The main concept is that the original idea was instead of having one god having different masks, the original idea was like a council of minor sub-gods, like fey creatures. Although we decided that it was a bit more unique to, instead of have like a council of different creatures, since the god will be one essentially, we decided to make one god that switches masks. And it will be revolved around this mechanic that will be exclusive to the mod, which is Fey Presence, which, if I remember correctly, would be some sort of currency or modifier that will allow you to use specific powers and abilities depending on what you have selected. The game is a little bit complex. Once I finished working on the mod, I am planning to make a stream in which I play the game itself and show you guys all of the different mechanics on how it works in the vanilla game, so that you better understand how the mod will work once it will be available on the workshop, if that makes sense. So now I'm working on how the so essentially when you play the base game, here on the top left there is a little miniature for the god you have selected, and the idea is that on the top left corner there will be this body and the mask that will change depending on the season that you have selected. So, for example, if you have selected this one, it will look like this. If you then switched, for example, to this one over here, it will change into this. If you change from this one to this one, it will look like this. From this one to this one, it will look like this. So now I'm making every version of this mask on how it will appear in game. And at the moment today we are about to finish this one here, which is this one. It's still a work in progress. I need to make some final adjustments, but I think that today we managed to finish this one. And then there will be only these two left, plus an eighth one, because a few days ago a new person joined the project and wanted to add an eighth mask, but I need to establish a design from scratch for this one. That's neat. So in the world, since this is supposed to be a deity, is it worshipped, and do people worship it as one or separate deities based on the masks? So the way the game works is that you generate the game world, which is this one. You generate the game world, which has randomized kingdoms, randomized cities, heroes, rulers, and it's all fine and dandy. The moment you start the game, a hero becomes the chosen one, and it will be the first person to know about your existence. And from that point on, it will try to travel the world, try to spread awareness that you are about to awaken. And when a person becomes aware of your existence, it will try to stop you in one way or another. However, you can use your methods to combat this. Hello, welcome to the stream. So, one thing you can do in the game, one of the biggest mechanics is the spread of shadows. So, if you spread shadow and in-shadow people and settlements, they will become more prone to act in your favor. But you need to be careful, because the chosen one and other heroes will try to oppose this. So they may try to redeem enshadowed rulers, or even declare war on each other. But at the same time, you can try to distract the hero. So let's say, for example, that you want to corrupt one kingdom and make it turn into a dark empire. And you know that the chosen one wants to stop you from doing that. You can simply maybe try to create a political conflict within the home kingdom of the hero. So maybe you can cause a civil war within the hometown of the hero, so the hero is more busy trying to fix that instead of what you're actually trying to do. Or maybe because over time they will create an alliance of the kingdoms that are unaffected by you and try to stop you. So if they try to make an alliance, then you can maybe infiltrate the sewers of a city and begin a plague from there and start spreading the plague so you can weaken your enemies. It's a very dynamic game that allows for different play styles depending on what you like to do, depending on the generation of the different worlds, and on the playstyle that the god has. It's a really complex game, but it's one of those little gems that often get they don't get enough recognition. It's available on Steam, by the way, this game. And the fact it has full modding support on the Steam Workshop is a big plus, because there are some great mods that really enhance the vanilla experience. Highly recommended. The game is called Shadows of Forbidden Gods. So welcome everyone to the stream, by the way. I hope this Saturday has been quite nice and relaxing. So let me know if the volumes are okay, or if I need to change anything in particular. They should be fine, but just in case, let me know. It's okay. Perfect. Seems all perfect. Okay, nice. Apologies if I may sneeze sometimes, but in these last few days I've been quite sick. I feel much better right now. Technically by Monday I should be fully operational, but in these few days I've had a little bit of fever, but that didn't stop me from making the different streams. I want to know about each mask and what it's supposed to represent. Yeah, sure. Let me switch back to the wait, let me turn this off real quick and show you the original designs. Okay, so let's see. I'll simply read the description that each one gave me. This one is the Steward of the Hoarfrost. Frost that creeps underground, starting from an above-ground transition tile with snow or tundra terrain. Some terms are technical, let me know if you don't understand something. Slowly spreads veins of ice underground, blocks movement between above and below ground and at that transition. It destroys different populations on contact, generating Fey Presence. Fey Presence is a modifier that will be added with the mod. So this one is mostly an ice-themed mask slash season. Then we have the Patriarch of the Sun, which is formerly benevolent sun god gone mad, now only wanting to see the world mirror his glorious radiance, generally friendly with other seasons. I have yet to check the mechanics. I'm mostly focused on the lore part and the general vibes, since I am the one making the art. All the other people are the ones making the actual code for the mod. This one is the Painter of Winds. Let me find it. The painter operates by placing wind current modifiers on the map with given directions: northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. She can empower these wind currents to manipulate neighbors in the direction of the wind, such as by spreading shadow or negative modifiers or moving population. Wind currents cannot directly face each other. This one is basically a wind-themed mask. This one is the Uncle of the Harvest. The description says, the harvest is a time for revelry and celebration. The Uncle of the Harvest is uniquely well liked by all members of the family, though several see him as a tool to be used. He cares not for the prestige of dealing the final blow, simply that he and the family can enjoy his new venture they undertake. When the Uncle of the Harvest leaves the court of autumn, the wild hand next to it. Yeah, basically this one is it's a mask that will have some modifiers that they are not destructive in nature, but they can be more of a support to the other masks. Keep in mind that this what I am saying may be subject to change in terms of mechanics, as I am not the one in charge of I'm not the one in charge for the mechanics of the game itself. Okay. Oops. I think I made... Okay, let me fix it. There we go. One second, because for some reason my... Okay. This one is the niece of blooming fields. It converts devastation into life and generally focuses on making things better for future courts. The courts would be the other masks to take advantage of, whether due to fey presence or due to bonuses that last past the season. So this one is also a rather benevolent mask, but that act as a support for the others. This one is the Lady of the Autumn Rot. It focuses on famine generation by plunging the world into a natural autumn that wields crops and eventually turns the starved populace into withered husk zombies that harass nearby locations. In the early game, she allows the creation of famine/hunger or creates small husk cities to distract rulers and weaken kingdoms that will later join the alliance. Wait, so you're an official artist for the game? Not an official artist for the game. Don't get me wrong. I am making the art for the mod. So I'm not paid or anything. This is all volunteer work. I wish I was an artist for the game itself, but this project that we are making is all made by volunteers, by people who simply want to make something cool that will be available on the workshop. Yeah, this one is a mod that we are making, since the game itself supports has modding support using the Steam Workshop. So yeah, and each person is working on a different mask in terms of mechanics. I am the one that's making the art for the mod itself. And I'd say we are slightly... I think we are at a good spot in terms of progress. We are slightly past the halfway mark, I would say. We are maybe, I would say, 65-70% done, unless there's more to be added later that I don't know of. But yeah, this is a project that started back in the first days of December. It's basically the way I started this channel. So first thing I started when I opened this channel which was on late November. I started immediately working on this project. Then I have some plans. So for now I am focusing on making the masks over here, and then make the final art, which will be the equivalent of this one here. So now I'm making the masks that will be present once they are in game, but I will also need to make the final art that will be available in the selection screen, like with these other gods that are available in the game. So once I need something like this, I will start another project and alternate between that new project and the final touches for this current project. But until then, now I'm focusing on making the most important pieces ready, so that I can forward it to the other guys, so they can try to already implement it in their mod and see how it looks like, how it works. I mean, my side of things is pretty straightforward. I merely need to design the creatures and make them look good. I understand if with the others they need to dedicate a bit more time making the different mechanics, coding, testing if everything works, test if everything is balanced, things like that. So, as I said multiple times, I think I may be the one that finishes his side of the work first, because I find way easier drawing instead of coding. I never learned how to code, and for me it's like black magic, essentially. But yeah, what do you think of the project so far? Is it interesting? I think the game, if you are a person that likes strategy games, I think you'll really enjoy it. This is unrelated, but did you know prior to Christianity, horns on humanoid figures were signs of power in deities, such as a hot pan who was horned, or river gods being described, or oxen? Oh yeah, there's plenty of, even today, I think in Hinduism, horns aren't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I think even in Christianity itself, if you think about it, like the lamb at the end of the day is the child of the ram, which essentially has horns. So I think that this representation of the devil with horns is something more of a medieval type of representation, and not something that's much shown into the scriptures themselves, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe the exception is in like Revelation, or not Revelation, in the Apocalypse, where there are like dragons with 7 horns and 10 crowns or something like that. They're really weird stuff. Interesting nonetheless. But for example, even the... Hello! Welcome to the stream. Even the number 666 in reality is not at all referencing the devil. It was a number used by Christians once they were persecuted by the Romans to say the name of the emperor Nero, which was one of the most brutal emperors when they were persecuting Christians. Because if you if you assign each letter of the name of the emperor, for example, A is number 1, B is number 2, C number 3. So if you apply these numbers to the letters of the name of the emperor said in like Jewish, and you add them up together, you get the number 666. So that was like a coded message to refer to the emperor. But then later, because of media or Hollywood, it became the number of the beast. But in reality, it's not at all related to Satan. It was simply a coded message for Christians to reference Emperor Nero. What did I just work in on? Also, the number of the beast is 616. Yeah. Welcome to the stream. If you're new, I am making the art for a mod of a game called Shadows of Forbidden Gods. A strategy game where you choose one of the available eldritch gods, and with the objective to end the world in a randomly generated fantasy environment. Welcome to the stream. If you have any questions about the mod in particular or how the game works, I am happy to explain it all to you. It's one of those games where which nobody knows, but the few people that get to know it really get to love it, and I am lucky enough to be one of them. Medieval artists also are the reason of why sirens appear the same as mermaids in pop culture representation, even though they are completely different from creatures in the original. Oh yeah, sirens in the Greek mythology, they were more like harpies, if I'm not mistaken. They were like bird creatures, like bird women with the top body of a woman and chicken legs. Speaking of Greek mythology, I am pretty excited to check out the next movie of Christopher Nolan about the Odyssey. I think that one can be pretty interesting watch. Okay, now let me do one final canvas flip, something that when you draw digitally it's a big advantage to have. Nolan's Odyssey better not make the sirens evil mermaids. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, the sirens were evil by nature, since they made the sailors shipwreck. But I guess we'll see. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm a mask maker by trade. I like the eye shape you have there. Oh yeah, you are the mask creator that I unfortunately missed last time. From that I managed to fix it, and now I can hear every message that comes through, so I will be able to reply to any message that comes across. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I couldn't reply, I don't have my number linked or anything, so I can't PM back on here. Oh, can't, okay. Sirens were actually never evil by nature, that was just a side effect of their songs. Can explain if you're interested. Oh yeah, up to you, but I think it's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? So maybe they won't do much, but for the sailors I would consider that a bad thing if their song makes a man go crazy and drown themselves. It can be maybe like the basilisk creature, in which you die immediately if you look at its eyes, but it's not something that he chose to do, right? Okay, I think we are almost there. We just need, I think, one final touch in order to make this lower part here not as messy as it is right now. If you try to eat me, you are evil. That's why wolves are evil in European mythos and not most Native Americans, since they preyed on the lifeblood of European due to our angry practices. They were seen as evil in our folk tales. I mean, yeah, also I think it's mostly because they also ate like livestock and stuff like that, so I can understand why they were seen as evil by farmers and stuff. So today I watched a Studio Ghibli movie for the first time, Spirited Away. Since I forgot my medication, I can focus very well, so I will save the rest of it when I can, but from the opening scenes, it is right in my alley, more slice of life than Western animated. Oh, yeah, I think the movies from Studio Ghibli, you either love them or hate them. I haven't seen anything in between. I always see you either love them or hate them. For me personally, I really liked some of them. Others were a bit of a disappointment, I think. Spirited Away is the one of the girl that goes in the town and loses, and the parents become pigs, right? I think that's one of the disappointments, because the way I saw how people were treating it, it gave me the idea of a specific lot, and then once I watched it, let's say it in some aspects it broke my expectation. I won't say much because I don't want to spoil you anything, but once you get the chance to finish watching it, we can have a little talk about it. Sirens were the three daughters of the most respected river god, by his wife, the muse of dance and chorus. Okay. I keep that in mind. I think that will work in 3D sculpting too. Oh, definitely. You think... oh, yeah, sorry, I missed the other. If it's not much to ask, could you boost the contrast in the desaturated image real face so I can get an idea what mask depth? I see the upper eyelid is pulled outward slightly, giving a greater sense of depth. Can boost the contrast in the desaturated image. Okay, yeah. I can't boost the contrast directly. I can do, because this one is a filter I apply on the entire project, which makes everything black and white. Although I can do something like this. Okay, maybe the contrast like this. Maybe it's a little bit too much, but do you mean like this? I think I would be able to sculpt this in 3D as well, but it's not necessary for this project. That if you want, once I'm done with this one, I can show you all of the others I made so far. After this one, there are 2 more I need to make, and then there is an eighth one, but I need to design it from scratch. You can undo. I just wanted to see if I could study the eye. Okay, yeah, no problem. Personally, I prefer the other Ghiblis rather than Spirited Away. Spirited Away is a very strange. My disappointment is especially for a specific character, which I think everyone knows which one is it. It's the black mask guy. When I never watched Spirited Away, everyone was talking about that character in particular as if it was a really important character for the story. Well, in reality, it's really not. It just appears and it's more like a secondary character more than anything. But the way people were hyping it up once it released, it seemed like it was the main villain or something, which definitely wasn't. Can you say hi to my father, Mimo, please? Hello, Mimo. Hope you are watching the stream and have a wonderful day. Okay, so I think this is a good maybe compromise. It's not as bright as before, so now the focus remains up here. Let me see how it looks like in black and white. Yeah, I think it's a bit better. Yeah, maybe I can just lower this one a little bit. Let's see how. Maybe something like this, and then okay, never mind. Let me fix it right here. Nope. Okay, let's do like this, and then like so. Maybe now, let's see if it's a little more. Oops. Got to go. Keep up the cool work. Thank you. Thanks for hopping on the stream. Always glad to see new faces join. In case you want to join other streams, there is the whole schedule in the Twitch information page for the channel. Okay, let me try and darken these ones even more. And then okay. The sirens had been Persephone be abducted by Hades, and they begged the gods to help in her search, so the gods transformed them. They were made to have wings, feet, and tails of birds. Yeah, I remember that that the Greek version of sirens are the bird types. I think we can merge these ones. Okay. Now let me simply save. Then flip the image one last time and then implement it in front of the face. Do you think you'll do other art for games, or do you have other projects? I have other projects. This one in particular has been more of an opportunity that really came up in the game's Discord server, and I took it because it's a game I really like. Other games I don't have any projects in mind. I do have some projects that I want to do that if they became games it would be really cool, but I don't know how any of that stuff works. So I think I will focus on making my projects themselves, and if they happen to become games, but I really doubt it, then awesome. If not, that's okay. One other reason I chose to make this this project in particular is because there is no real deadline, so everything is super chill, super calm, without any pressure or anything like that. No pressure, no deadline, so there's all the time we need to bring this project to life. The sirens were given the Isles of Capri in Italy, where they lamented over their loss of Persephone. That's fine, definitely no subtext. Okay. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Problem is, try to explain that to the sailor who is going to be hypnotized by their sing. Okay, so we have all of this. Now we'll try to... First, let me turn this one off. We have this one here. Now it's time to place it in front of the face. So let's enable this one here. Have the template from earlier enabled. Make it roughly the same size. Remove this one. And now let me explain how this works with the rest. In order to make it more interesting, if you see now like this, it's a bit ugly. So what I usually do, which is something I make with the others, is, well, yes, I place the mask itself, but behind I also add some particle effects to this halo thingy, which may act as well as a portal of some sort, in order to enhance the fact that this one that this is a mask that's been activated. I made something I shouldn't have. I don't know what happened. I pressed something that might have fucked something up. One moment. I don't know what I pressed. Help! Okay, let me try the Okay, having some technical difficulties. 1 second. Sorry, I forgot to turn on the microphone. Okay. My bad. Still have some brain fog. But yeah, sorry for that technical difficulties, but now I managed to solve the problem. I don't know what I pressed. I kinda panicked. Sorry also for the message of the bot that says, oh, best viewers, etc, etc. I just banned him right away. People centers had reached to the Sirens Island, and they actually reached on land. None of the three sisters had anything to feed the centers, and they didn't need to eat as they were divine. Okay. I mean, I can tell you know quite a lot about the Greek mythology, which is pretty cool actually. Now, now we need to solve a little bit of a problem, which is the image over here will be cropped, which means it will be something like this. This is how it will be visible once in game. So this is how it will show up here in the corner. And we need to make sure that each mask fits within the cropped corner. So we have for each mask all of the different all of the different cropped versions, and we need to make sure that the same thing applies for what we have over here. Maybe it's a bit too big, the face, I mean. Let's see. Why isn't this one? Okay, let me fix this. Smart object, okay. So it needs to be more or less the same size, the mask itself. And then I need to place it in a way that doesn't interfere with the cropped version. Oh, so that's how the Vesuvius was born, according to Greek mythology. Well, that's quite interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay, I think we have established the position, more or less. Now we simply need to add everything that's inside. Okay, from here I think we can use maybe a warmer type of color. I don't know. I'm just trying to see what sticks. Although I think I can adjust some colors. And some multiple encounters, some multiple heroes. But Odysseus will be the last they faced. There was an oracle that stated the three of them would die if he had passed their island. I mean, to be honest, I don't remember if Odysseus actually killed the sirens. I only know that they had to pass over that area where they had the sirens, and he wanted to be tied to the pole of the ship so that he wouldn't jump into the water. Now I need to think of what to place as special effects. Not sure, to be honest. Maybe... Okay. Tell you what, since time has flied, I will take a brief break of just a few minutes to grab some water, things like that, and go back with a fresher mind. So I will be right back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back. I noticed I forgot to add the background music in this scene as well, so let me fix that right away. Okay, let's go back. I think I have an idea on... Wait, let me check if the volume is okay. Okay. I think I have an idea on what effects to put behind here. I think I will add these straws over here and place them all around here or something like that. I need to find the right image, however. The three sirens drowned themselves. Parthenope, the oldest, washed ashore on Italy, and sailors buried her there, and they then established a cult in her name and the city of Naples in her name. Okay. Well, it's all pretty interesting, I would say. Okay, so let me check again here how it would look like. I'm not sure if... Yeah, let's try with the grain placed behind here. Let's see how it will look like. Let's see. Something like wheat bundles. I think that if once I finish this mask, I think I'll finish in the stream. Even if there is a little time left, I think I may end the stream early because let's say that I kinda feel the like the fever hasn't gone totally yet, so and once we finish here, I don't think there will be enough time left anyway to make something new. We'll see how it goes. So let's try this one. Yeah, maybe... Oh, that's convenient, that's already a PNG. So we could do... maybe something like this, but made... not too sure. Maybe if I warp it a little? No, it's not convincing me that much. Maybe if it's something more... The other two were also worried in places in Italy. Good to know, good to know. Well, I doubt any of that will be addressed in the movie, but that's a good lore bit, if I... Okay, I have an idea for this one. Okay, so we try something like this, then we merge them, we make a mask layer, we change their colors. Filter gallery, hit the OK. We change the color. Maybe color balance. Okay, something like that will then warp here. And then just trying random stuff and see what can work. Yeah, I think I might as well just do it manually. Yeah, something like that, but we add the light where necessary. Maybe something like this. It's not convincing enough, so what I'm going to do is grab this one, multiply it, flip it, actually not flip it, just place it here, And then kinda, but no. It's way too messy. Okay, let's go back to square one. I could try. Let me see if I can find it. It's getting really late for me. I have to go if it's okay. Oh, I'm not forcing anyone to stay in the stream. If you need to go, that's perfectly fine. You don't need to feel guilty for any of that. If you feel the need to go, that's perfectly fine. Thank you for coming to the stream regardless. It's always good to have new people join us. If you're interested, yeah, thanks for the... If you're interested, you can always follow either on Twitch or YouTube. On YouTube, the VODs will be always available if you want to see the previous streams. Have a good day. Yeah, thank you for coming to the stream. I will try to finish over here, and as soon as I finish this one, I think I'll manage to do it within 1 hour. As soon as I finish this one, I will end the stream. So what I could do is maybe use something like this. Let's see how well it may work. I like that we have an ingredient list for this mask. Basically, yeah. Now I have tried to figure out what to place for the background over here, which is the same that I've made with any other mask. So usually it's something similar to the main traits of the face itself. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, just enough to establish the overall mood. And it also needs to keep the shape of the main mask easily readable. So what I'm thinking right now is maybe add fruits here in the background and make them very dark, very faint. So something like here we can just get rid of something maybe like this, and then we can first I want to make this one of the same gradient, I think, and make it very dark. Then I think I will slightly It needs to be something really subtle. Also, by the way, welcome to the stream, Duplis. So yeah, maybe something very faint, something like this. That's barely visible, but something similar to what I did over here with the Niece of Blooming Fields, although here is simply leaves and here is basically portal of vegetables. Which I think can work pretty nicely. I just need to find a good balance for it. Yeah, and then make it more visible in the edges, maybe? I don't know, I'm just throwing things at the wall and see what sticks. Let's use this one to roughen the edges. So make it pop out a little bit, but not too much. I also want to make it more stylized. And then yeah, let me do something maybe like this, and then oops. Okay, I think almost there. We just need maybe a few changes. Make it something like this, and then let me try with this one. I don't know. Okay, one moment. Okay. Maybe this one is a bit too in the way. Maybe something like this. And then slightly change it. Hmm. Let me see how it looks like. Eh, it could be better. Like with these ones, it's much more clear. I think I can fix that by making the this one slightly brighter. We can do that by doing this one. Okay, let me see. See how it looks right now. Think a bit better. I don't know, what do you guys think? Maybe I could add some special effects or make this one even darker. I think it looks very nice, thank you. I mean, here the background more or less quality-wise is the same. I think I just need to improve one area over the other. So maybe this size over here. With maybe I think something like this can work. I don't want to add too much behind because it may be just a little too much. I want to see, make a comparison with the others. Oops. Is here, I think I can do something like Maybe. Hmm. Maybe I need to make it smaller. Yeah. Something contained. And then maybe add some like spores special effects. Let's see how it looks. If I do something like, no, not this one. Not this one. I always forget which one. Which one is it? Yeah, something like this maybe. Yeah, maybe something like that. Then remove the areas which are unnecessary. Let me check with this one. Okay. And then let me see how it looks like. Let me check something like here, because I don't remember. Yeah, this one, okay, but I don't remember what kind of okay, I think I need to do something like this. So we have all of this. And now we do yeah, like spores or of some kind to maybe Then here we simply yeah, I think this one can work pretty well. I simply need to tweak this one. I mean, to be fair, it's a bit obvious what it does, but yeah, I think that we got it. Although, it still doesn't convince me very much. There are still some areas that need to be changed. Oops. Let's try with the multiply, very light one. Yeah, maybe something like this is better. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think now it looks more... It's just one section that's kinda bugging me out, which is this area over here. Oops. Okay. Yeah, I almost forgot. We need to do the before and after and see which one looks better. Yeah, I say this one. Although, just one small thing, which is this area over here. I think this one is the only remaining obstacle, I would say, and then it will be all golden. Okay, let's see the before and after. Yeah, definitely better. Before and after. Okay. I think that we can consider the Uncle of the Harvest officially completed. Yippee! Now, let's do the same thing that we've done with all of the other masks, which is do the test for when it will be present in game. Just a lovable older man, indeed. I do hope it works well with the rest. Let's see right now. We'll place it in the corner test. We make it smart object. Enable the one below. Apply the same mask. And now we simply make everything align perfectly. Okay, so now this is how it will look like in game. So here are the masks that we've done so far. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. Yeah, I think it works pretty well with the others. I mean, it is different, but I don't think it's too different from the others in terms of style and detail. Yeah, I think this can be a good result. Now let me post it on the Discord real quick so I can show the progress. I agree, it's about as different from all the others as all the others are different from each other. Yeah, but my biggest concern is in terms of level of detail and quality, not necessarily the design, because the designs are obviously very different. My biggest concern is the amount of detail and quality. I want to avoid having one too much detailed compared to the others, or too little. Thank you. Now let me quickly post the screenshots for this one. This is the second, and this is the third. I need to check the creator. It was Milk Tea Man. I need to go. Bye and have a good day. Oh, it's okay. I'm about to end the stream anyway. But very good progress nonetheless. I really like how this one went. Oop, let me place this one. There we go. We'll leave it at that. So, okay, let me save the document, and then yeah, I was pretty confident that I'd be able to finish the mask today. Technically there's still around half an hour left, but I want to start the new mask on Monday with a fresher mind. It will be the Patriarch of the Sun. I think it will be much more straightforward than this one. This one has been by far the most complex one, I think, because of all of the different elements and lighting, but I hope the result is worthy to appear in the mod. So we only have 2 masks left of the original ones, and then we'll have the 8th one, which we'll need to design from scratch. We'll do the other one once we finished all the rest. Yeah, what can I say? I do hope that by Monday I will be all okay in terms of health and fever and stuff like that. It's only a matter of time. It had to happen eventually. I'm glad it happened not during the winter holidays. So yeah, let me check something. Yeah. Productive stream, as always. We met some new people today, and the project continues. What can I say? It's been a delight making this stream, just like it was with the others. Managed to also do some technical stuff, which works really well. And yeah, I guess we'll see you on Monday. This has been the Void Executive, and thank you for coming to the stream. I will see you on Monday. Stay safe everyone, and have a good weekend.